June 20th, 1947. Beverly Hills, California. A handsome man sits in his girlfriend's living room reading the Los Angeles Times. Through the window, a rifle aims at his head. 9 shots fire. 4 bullets hit him. One goes through his eye and out the back of his skull. Benjamin Bugsy Siegel, one of the most dangerous men in America, dies instantly at age 41. 20 minutes later, 300 miles away in the Nevada desert, 3 men walk into the Flamingo Hotel and Casino. They announce they're the new management. They knew Bugsy was dead before his body went cold. Bugsy Siegel had just built something unprecedented, a luxurious resort casino in the middle of nowhere that would transform a desert outpost into the entertainment capital of the world. He died before seeing his vision succeed. But that vision, that impossible dream of building paradise in the desert, created Las Vegas. Before Bugsy, Vegas was a dusty railroad stop with a few slot machines. After Bugsy, it became a multi-billion-dollar empire of lights, glamour, and excess that defines American entertainment culture. But here's the real question. How did a violent psychopath create something beautiful? How did a murderous gangster become a visionary builder? How did a man everyone called Bugsy to his face change American culture forever, even though that nickname made him want to kill people? This is that story. February 28, 1906, Brooklyn, New York. Benjamin Siegelbaum is born to poor Jewish immigrants. The family is struggling, but young Benjamin is blessed with something rare. He's stunningly handsome. By his teens, Bugsy is movie star beautiful. Piercing blue eyes, chiseled features, charm that makes people trust him instantly. But inside that beautiful exterior lives something terrifying. A complete lack of fear and explosive, unpredictable violence. Bugsy gets his nickname Young. When he's angry, he goes Bugs. Crazy, psychotic, completely out of control. He'll attack people twice his size with whatever weapon is nearby. Bottles, bricks, knives, bare fists. He fights like a rabid animal. Most people called him Ben to his face. Calling him Bugsy meant risking death. Even his closest friends were careful about that nickname. Around age 14, Bugsy meets Meyer Lansky, a quiet mathematical genius. They're opposites. Bugsy is beautiful and violent. Meyer is small and cerebral, but together they're unstoppable. They form the Bug and Meyer mob, running extortion, bootlegging, murder for hire. Bugsy provides the muscle and intimidation. Meyer provides the brains and strategy. Bugsy also befriends Charlie Lucky Luciano. The three become inseparable. Lucky the leader, Meyer the accountant, Bugsy the enforcer. They're building something that will become the foundation of modern organized crime. 1920s. Prohibition creates massive criminal opportunities. The Bug and Meyer mob becomes one of the most feared criminal organizations in New York. Bugsy personally commits numerous murders, though he's never convicted. Here's what makes Bugsy unusual. He's not just violent, he's charming. He can walk into a room and make everyone love him within minutes. Men want to be his friend. Women want to be his lover. Then he'll murder someone and go to dinner like nothing happened. This combination, devastating violence wrapped in movie star charisma, makes Bugsy incredibly dangerous and incredibly useful to the mob. 1930s. Bugsy works with Lucky and Meyer to create the Commission, the governing body of organized crime. But Bugsy gets bored with New York. Too many rules, too much structure, too many bosses telling him what to do. The mob sends Bugsy to California with a mission: take over West Coast gambling, develop Hollywood connections, expand the organization's territory. Bugsy arrives in Los Angeles and immediately falls in love. The weather, the glamour, the movie stars, the endless sunshine. This is paradise compared to New York's gritty streets. And Hollywood falls in love with Bugsy. He's handsome enough to be an actor himself. He's charming, generous, exciting. He throws lavish parties. He dates actresses. He becomes friends with stars like George Raft, Cary Grant, Clark Gable. Hollywood's elite know Bugsy is a gangster. They know he's killed people, but he's so charismatic, so fun to be around. They don't care. He represents danger and excitement. He makes their glamorous lives feel even more thrilling. Bugsy starts thinking, if Hollywood loves me, maybe I should be in movies. He's serious. He takes acting lessons. He talks to studio heads about starring roles. They politely decline. Bugsy is furious but channels that energy into building his criminal empire on the West Coast. He takes over gambling operations, establishes race wire services, providing horse racing information for illegal bookies, and builds a sophisticated operation generating millions annually. But Bugsy wants something bigger. He's always been ambitious, always wanted to be legendary. Running bookies and casinos isn't enough. He wants to build something permanent, something with his name on it. Bugsy visits Las Vegas, a tiny desert town with legal gambling, but nothing impressive. A few small casinos, some slot machines, mostly serving locals and travelers, stopping between Los Angeles and Salt Lake City. Bugsy sees something nobody else does. He sees potential. He envisions a luxurious resort casino unlike anything that exists. Not a dingy gambling hall, but a paradise. A place where Hollywood stars would vacation. Where ordinary people could experience glamour and luxury while gambling legally. He calls it the Flamingo, supposedly named after his girlfriend Virginia Hill's long legs, though she denies this. Everyone thinks Bugsy is crazy, building a luxury resort in the desert, 300 miles from Los Angeles, in a town with barely 8,000 people? It's insane. It'll never work. But Bugsy is convinced. He secures funding from his mob partners. Meyer Lansky, Lucky Luciano, and others. They invest millions, trusting Bugsy's vision. 1946. Construction begins on the Flamingo. Bugsy's vision is magnificent. A luxurious hotel with first-class accommodations, gourmet restaurants, a showroom for top entertainers, a massive casino, swimming pool, golf course. He wants the Flamingo to rival the best resorts in Miami or Monte Carlo. He wants Hollywood glamour in the Nevada desert. But there's a massive problem. Bugsy has no idea how to build anything. He's a gangster, not a developer. He's never managed a construction project. He doesn't understand budgets, timelines, or logistics. The budget is initially $1.5 million. Within months, it balloons to $6 million. Materials cost more than expected. Labor is expensive. Everything takes longer than planned. Worse, it's right after World War II. Building materials are scarce. Steel, copper, lumber, everything is in short supply. Bugsy demands the best materials, driving costs astronomical. There's also corruption and theft. Construction workers steal materials. Contractors overcharge. Some money simply disappears. Whether Bugsy is embezzling or just incompetent with money, his partners back east start getting nervous. Meyer Lansky, managing the finances, watches millions disappear into the desert. He keeps asking Bugsy for accounting. Bugsy has none. He just keeps demanding more money and promising it'll be spectacular. The mob bosses who invested are furious. $6 million is an enormous amount of money. That's over $80 million today. They want their investment back. Bugsy better deliver. December 26, 1946. The Flamingo opens. It's not finished. Only the casino and showroom are ready. The hotel rooms aren't done. But Bugsy insists on opening anyway to start generating revenue. Opening night is a disaster. Bugsy invites Hollywood's elite. Most don't come. It's the day after Christmas and Los Angeles is having rare bad weather. Flying to Vegas is difficult. Many celebrities cancel. The few guests who arrive find an incomplete resort. No hotel rooms ready, forcing guests to stay in nearby small hotels. The glamorous casino Bugsy promised looks unfinished. Worse, the casino loses money. In the first 2 weeks, the Flamingo loses $300,000. This is catastrophic. Casinos are supposed to always win. The house always has the edge. Losing money means something is very wrong. Bugsy suspects cheating. He fires dealers. He installs new management. He closes the casino temporarily to regroup and finish construction. His mob partners are beyond furious now. They've invested $6 million in what looks like an expensive failure. They want answers. They want their money. They want to know if Bugsy stole from them. Meyer Lansky, Bugsy's childhood friend, tries to protect him. But even Meyer can't ignore that millions are gone with nothing to show for it. March 1947. The Flamingo reopens. This time, Bugsy has finished more rooms. The resort looks better. The casino has new management, and something unexpected happens. It starts working. Guests come. They love the luxury in the desert, the swimming pool and sunshine while elsewhere is still cold, the entertainment, the gambling, the glamour. The Flamingo starts making money, but it's too late for Bugsy. The mob bosses have decided he's either a thief or incompetent. Either way, he's a liability. $6 million is unforgivable. They vote on his fate. Meyer Lansky, Bugsy's best friend, faces an impossible choice: save Bugsy and risk his own position, or let the hit happen. Meyer chooses survival. He doesn't order Bugsy's death, but he doesn't stop it. June 20th, 1947. Bugsy is sitting in Virginia Hill's Beverly Hills mansion. She's conveniently out of town. Bugsy is reading the newspaper, relaxed, thinking the Flamingo is finally succeeding. He doesn't know that hit men are positioned outside. He doesn't know that his partners have decided he must die. He doesn't know that 300 miles away, men are waiting to take over the Flamingo the moment he's dead. 9 shots through the window. Bugsy dies instantly, one eye blown out of his skull. He's 41 years old. He built his dream, but didn't live to see it succeed. 20 minutes after Bugsy's death, before news even reaches most people, mob associates Gus Greenbaum, Mo Sedway, and Morris Rosen walk into the Flamingo and announce they're the new management. They knew. They were part of the plan. Bugsy was already dead when they took over. The new management runs the Flamingo efficiently. It becomes profitable, then massively profitable. It proves Bugsy's vision was right. Luxury resorts in Vegas could work. They could generate enormous revenue. Other mobsters notice. If the Flamingo works, why not build more? Over the next decades, Vegas transforms exactly as Bugsy envisioned. Luxury resorts, top entertainment, legal gambling, Hollywood glamour in the desert. Bugsy Siegel died in 1947, but his impossible dream became reality and changed American culture forever. First and most obviously, Bugsy created Las Vegas as we know it. Before the Flamingo, Vegas was a small desert town. After the Flamingo proved Bugsy's concept worked, Vegas exploded. The 1950s and 60s saw massive expansion. The Desert Inn, the Sands, the Dunes, Caesar's Palace, all following the Flamingo's blueprint. Luxury resort plus casino plus entertainment. Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Elvis Presley, all the biggest stars perform in Vegas showrooms, exactly as Bugsy envisioned. Vegas becomes entertainment capital of America. Today, Las Vegas generates over $60 billion annually from gambling alone. Total Las Vegas revenue exceeds $150 billion yearly, 40 million visitors annually. It's the 28th most visited city on Earth. That entire industry, employing hundreds of thousands, generating billions in tax revenue, exists because Bugsy Siegel had an impossible dream and refused to let reality kill it. Second, Bugsy pioneered the resort casino concept that's now global. Luxury accommodation plus gambling plus entertainment. That formula is everywhere now. Macau, Singapore, Monaco, Atlantic City, Native American reservations. Every integrated resort casino worldwide follows the Flamingo's blueprint. That's Bugsy's legacy. Third, Bugsy changed organized crime's approach to business. Before Bugsy, mobsters ran illegal operations. Bugsy showed them legal gambling in specific jurisdictions could be more profitable and safer than illegal rackets. This led to massive mob investment in Vegas. By the 1960s-70s, organized crime controlled most major Vegas casinos. They used Vegas to launder money, skim profits, and generate legitimate-looking income. Eventually, corporations took over Vegas in the 1980s-90s, but the infrastructure mobsters built, following Bugsy's vision, made Vegas what it is. Fourth, Bugsy influenced American culture's relationship with gambling. By making gambling glamorous and associating it with luxury and entertainment, rather than vice and corruption, Bugsy changed public perception. This cultural shift eventually led to gambling legalization spreading across America. State lotteries, riverboat casinos, Native American casinos, sports betting, all possible because gambling became culturally acceptable. Bugsy started that transformation. Fifth, Bugsy's story became legendary. influencing how Americans think about criminals. The handsome, charismatic gangster with big dreams, that's an archetype Bugsy popularized. The 1991 film Bugsy, starring Warren Beatty and Annette Bening, brought his story to millions. The film portrays Bugsy as a violent man with a beautiful dream, a monster who built paradise. That film, in Bugsy's real story, influenced countless other depictions of glamorous criminals. Casino, Boardwalk Empire, every story about mobsters building Vegas traces back to Bugsy. Sixth, Bugsy's death became iconic. The photograph of his corpse, eye blown out, is one of the most famous crime scene photos in history. It's been reproduced in books, documentaries, films. That image, the beautiful man destroyed by his own ambition and the partners he trusted, it's a perfect tragedy. It represents the dark side of the American dream. Build something magnificent, but die before enjoying it. Seventh, Bugsy proved that vision matters more than credentials. He had no experience in real estate development, hotel management, or casino operations. He just had a vision and refused to accept it was impossible. This very American idea, that belief and determination can overcome lack of experience, that vision matters more than expertise. Bugsy embodies it completely. He failed in execution, but succeeded in vision. Eighth, the Flamingo itself still exists, though rebuilt and renovated many times. It's now part of Caesars Entertainment, but the name remains. Guests stay at the Flamingo, knowing its history, knowing Bugsy built it, knowing he died before seeing it succeed. That's immortality. Bugsy's name, his dream, still alive, 75 plus years after his death. Ninth, Bugsy's relationship with Virginia Hill became legendary. Their tempestuous romance, her possible involvement in his death, she was conveniently absent that night, the mystery of whether she helped set him up, it's endlessly fascinating. Virginia Hill herself becomes a cultural figure, the gangster's mall, the dangerous beauty associated with violent men. That archetype, seen in countless films and shows, partly originates with her and Bugsy. 10th, Bugsy's story is ultimately about the complicated relationship between violence and creation. He was a murderer, psychopath, violent criminal. He personally killed people, ordered hits, terrorized communities. But he also built something beautiful, something that brought joy to millions, something that created enormous economic value. How do we reconcile these contradictions? Bugsy forces us to ask, can monsters create beauty? Can terrible people do magnificent things? The answer, uncomfortable but true, is yes. Bugsy Siegel was a beautiful monster who built paradise in the desert and died before enjoying it. His vision outlived him, transformed American culture, and created an industry that still thrives today. So how did Bugsy Siegel change the world? He invented Las Vegas as we know it, transforming a desert town into the entertainment capital that generates over $60 billion annually. He created the resort casino concept combining luxury, gambling, and entertainment that's now standard worldwide. He changed organized crime's approach, showing that legal gambling in specific jurisdictions could be more profitable than illegal operations. He shifted American culture's perception of gambling from vice to glamorous entertainment. He became an archetype, the handsome, charismatic gangster with big dreams, influencing countless films, shows, and stories. Most importantly, Bugsy proved that vision can overcome impossible odds. He had no experience building resorts, but he saw something nobody else could see. Paradise could exist in the desert if someone dared to build it. Bugsy Siegel was shot dead at 41, murdered by partners who thought he'd failed. But his impossible dream succeeded. His vision created an empire. His name lives forever in the city he built. That's how a violent gangster becomes immortal. That's how Bugsy Siegel changed the world forever.